There has long been a silent epidemic of violence against girls and young women in the United States, and the statistics can be harrowing. 30% of girls are sexually abused before the age of 18. 61% of females raped in the United States are under the age of 18. A woman is battered every 15 seconds in the United States. In many instances, these cycles of abuse are passed down through the years, resulting in generations of girls in families where violence and abuse is simply accepted. Experts say this chronic abuse is a major barrier to the ability of these young women to achieve, thrive, and become contributing members of our communities.
If left unresolved, this childhood abuse really can result not only in poverty and addiction, but in future generations. So we know that abuse is generational, and we have families that have generations and generations of the same cycle. Without treatment, those cycles continue, and society pays the price, as well as the young women and their families. What ultimately ends up sort of being a root cause for young women ending up living in poverty and facing a lot of the other obstacles really is not just the childhood trauma, but the lack of access to supports and the opportunity to heal, get mental health services, positive supports, and actually as simple as anybody believing in them or having high expectations. They don't have stable families. They live in sort of disjointed communities, so it's very difficult for them individually to overcome a situation they didn't create.
Jeanette has seen firsthand how these young women can heal, thrive, and lead if they are supported. Established with a social justice mission in 1883, the National Crittenton Foundation and its family of agencies help girls, young women, and their families break these vicious cycles of sexual, physical, and emotional abuse. In 31 states and the District of Columbia, NCF works to address the profound impact of root causes such as sexism, racism, poverty, and violence in the lives of girls and young women.
We see a great deal of success in creating healthy families and their ability to contribute to society. The most rewarding and amazing part of this job and of what we do is the transformation we see in these young women. These young women face obstacles that I cannot ever imagine. And in the face of those obstacles, not only are they courageous, but they have more hope than I can imagine for a better life. And they will do anything and work as hard as possible to make that a reality.
Crittenton works to empower young women so they can move forward in the world. It's a continuum of services that are gender and culturally responsive, trauma-informed and specific, developmentally appropriate, and strength-based. Services are offered in a wide range of settings, from residential treatment to in-home, to community-based, including in and after school. Services focus on mental and physical health, strengthening self-esteem, building life skills, academic advancement, career development, and job readiness.
I think when my daughter was born, I recognized it as an opportunity to learn how to be a good parent, to really start working on my emotional issues, and kind of finding out why I had wound up in the place in which, I was at that time. And I really got to thinking about how my life was going to be different so that my child's life could be different. I learned the importance of doing whatever it took to provide for your child, doing whatever it took to protect your child, to be there for your child, to give your child a sense of hope, a sense of self-worth.
I got pregnant at the age of 15, and while it wasn't the thing that I was hoping for my life, it happened. And it wasn't until after my daughter was born, I was still 15, I was in high school, I was a sophomore, that I realized that there were programs out there that really offered support and were able to see beyond that label of a teen mother, beyond that bad girl, beyond that girl with no future, beyond the invisible facade that I had given myself. There was someone out there who cared and wanted to help. I began to believe in me again, and I remembered that there was a voice that needed to come out and be heard, and that was such a wonderful feeling.
Now I'm doing great. I'm on track to graduate high school. College is in my future. I learned a work ethic, believe it or not, there. I learned how to just be stable, just learn the daily life living skills that before I didn't know. Now I'm a skilled young lady. I have, a great head on my shoulders. I have a new outlook on life. I'm positive, I'm upbeat, I'm happy, and I wouldn't change it.
What I like best about my job is being able to work with these amazing and courageous young women. They are an inspiration to me, as they should be to everyone, and I just love working with them. They're my heroines. They really are.
I experienced quite a bit of abuse in my childhood, and one of the biggest things I wanted to know was why I was abused, why my parents weren't good to me, why those things happened. And what I learned was my parents were abused. They experienced emotional, sexual, physical abuse as well. And more than anything, I just wanted to break that within my life. I wanted to be more for my child. And you can see it so well within my daughter. She's confident. She knows that she can be anything in this world that she wants to be. And she looks for the future in doing better than what I've done. And so it just starts at some place where someone says, no, I'm not going to take this anymore. And then from there we can move on to create better lives for ourselves and for individuals who are around us.
I would have really liked for someone to say, it's okay. It's okay to ask questions. It's okay to ask help. It's okay to accept that you are at a place where you don't want to be. And it's okay to dream that it's going to get better, because dreams become reality if you want them to. And I love meeting other girls, and I love meeting other people, and always saying, it's okay to ask questions, don't be scared. Because there's always someone out there, even if it's one person, who wants to genuinely help you. And it's great to know that now, because I'm not afraid to ask for help.
It's time to stop turning a blind eye to the epidemic that has plagued girls and young women for generations. Everyone can be a part of the solution.
Many people are aware of and interested in talking about violence and girls in third world countries, but not so much here. So that's a critical goal for us. Second, we're looking at building up the ways in which we involve young women in advocacy and leadership and building their social capital. So again, they can be independent and contributing members of society. And the third really is ensuring that policies are in place at the federal level that support our agencies in having the resources they need to provide these services to young women and girls. The National Crittenton Foundation is here. We've been here for 130 years. We're going to be here for the next 130 years because it's essential that we support girls and young women and their families who, through no fault of their own, are facing these tremendous obstacles in their lives.
Believe in the power of potential. Learn more today about the National Crittenton Foundation and the Crittenton family of agencies, supporting the empowerment of girls, young women, and their families since 1883. For more information or to donate, go to nationalcrittenton.org or call the number on your screen.